Myself Papanadu. I am going to deal the subject power system 2. So in this subject, before entering to the actual syllabus, we need to know about the overview on the power system subject. What is power system? So an electric power system is a network of electrical components deployed to generate, transfer and use electric power is known as a electric power system. So it means the combination of generation, transmission as well as distribution is called a power system. So combination of these three components is called a power system. So why we are transmitting the power over long distance, that is also very important point. So generally in our syllabus we need to focus on the transmission lines only. We cannot focus on the utilization, means distribution as well as the generation. But why we are generating stations are located far away from the load centers? Why we are transmitting the power over long distance? That why can't we located the generating stations nearby the load centers? That is very important. Means the generation, transmission and distribution process must be efficient because we want the cost to be minimum. So we want supply the electric power having a minimum cost to the consumers, because the consumers are important. So we want to satisfy them, and they will be satisfied only when the electric power when the electric power they are getting is cheap. For cheap electric power, these three processes must be efficient. Then only the electric power system is efficient. When the consumers are satisfied, then only the power system is efficient. And then only the power system is efficient. For that only the generating stations are located far away from the load centers, and that is one of the reason. And other reason is when we are locate the generating stations nearby the load centers, the cost of the transmitted coal is very high, and the pollution caused by the power plant is very high, because the most of the in India most of the generating plants are thermal power plant. Most of the electrical energy is generated by means of the thermal plants. So coal is the input for the particular thermal power plants. Means it 70% means 70% of the sorry uh, 70 percentage of the electric power generated by means of the thermal plant. Remaining 20 percentage of the power is generated by means of the hydel plant. 7 percentage of the electrical energy is generated by means of the nuclear plant. Remaining 3 percentage of the electrical energy is generated by means of the renewable energy source. So for that means most of the means large amount of energy is generated by means of the thermal plant only. So the pollution caused by the thermal plant is very high. So and one more important point is the cost of the generating plant is very high. So further the generating plants are located far away from the load centers. So that is very important. So why we are transmit the large amount of power over long distance? That is very important. Reason why is generally the generating stations are located, we know the generating stations are located far away from the load centers. So in between the generating stations and load centers we are using the transmission lines. So we have already discussed the three components in the power system is, one is generation, second one is transmission, third one is distribution. So means when we are generating the power at the generating stations, that can be located far away, we know that can be located far away from the load centers. So from the here to here we can transfer the power through the medium. This medium is called the transmission line. So whatever the energy which is generated by the generating station, that can be transferred through the transmission line to the load centers. So whatever the energy which is required by the load, that can be drawn through this transfer through the transmission line. So this, for example, let us assume the generating power, let us assume the power which is generated by the generating station is 200 megawatts or 200 megawatts, sorry, 2000 megawatts or 200 megawatts or 1000 megawatts or 1800 megawatts, whatever the power which is generated by this generating station, that amount of power is transmitted through the transmission line in order to compensate the load, so called consumers. So let us assume here we are assuming that 2000 megawatts power is generated by this plant, generating plants. So when we are transmitting this 2000 megawatts power, and let us assume the voltage which is generated by the generator is 11 kV. Let us assume that. So when we are transmitting the 2000 megawatts power and 11 kV voltage through the entire transmission line, so when the voltage is low, power is very high, means power P equal to V into I. So when the voltage is 11 kV, power is 2000 megawatts, the current is very high or not? When we are transmitting this large amount of current through the transmission line, the power losses due to this transmission line is I square R losses. When the current is more, when the current is more, the I square R loss is more. So when I square R losses is more, the receiving means load side, the power delivered to the load is very less. So mean the losses, when the losses is more, generation is very high, but the utilization is very less. In between the generating and in between generation and load centers, the amount of energy which is transmitted through the transmission line is very high, means the power loss in the transmission line is very high, because the current current is transferred through this transmission line is very high, because we are not using any stepping up or stepping down the voltage levels or current levels here. So for that, here we are using the high amount. When we are transmitting the high amount of voltage through the transmission line, the chi square R loss can be reduced. For that, we can use the intermediate substations. So the heart of the AC power system is the transformer. So in between the generating stations and load centers, we are using the intermediate substations. The main component which are used in the intermediate substations is transformer. So by using this transformer, we can step up and step down the voltage level. Here we are nearby the generating station, we are using the one transformer, that is called one substation. By this substation, we can stepping up the voltage level, that is the generated voltage is 11 kV. We are assuming that 11 kV voltage is again stepping up to 400 kV by this transformer. So that by this transformer, we can step up the 11 kV to 400 volts without disturbing the power. So means whatever the power which is generated by this generating station, that can be transferred from primary to secondary, but we can stepping up the voltage without disturbing the power as well as the frequency. So whatever the power on primary, the same power is appears on the secondary side, means we are not disturbing a power component here. So we can disturb on the, we can stepping up the voltage level from 11 kV to 400 volts in order to reduce the current, because power P equal to V into I. So when the voltage is very high, current is reduced. So when the current is reduced, means I square R loss is reduced. That is the reason why we are stepping up the voltage level from 11 kV to 400 volts. So this transformer is called a generating transformer. So this transformer is called a generating transformer. The main function of the generating transformer is used to step up the voltage level. So in between the generating station to load center, we are using the different substations. The main component which are used in these intermediate substations are transformers. These transformers are called power transformers. The main function of these power transformers the main function of the power transformer is to step up the voltage level as well as step down the voltage, step up or step down the voltage levels. Here we are using one more substation. By this substation, we can step down the voltage level, that is from 400 kV to 220 kV. Again, this 220 kV is again transmitted through the three-phase three-wire system. Again, here we are using one more substation. By this 220 to this 220 kV again step down to 132 kV. This 132 kV again transmitted through the transmission line. Again 132 kV. Here we are using one more substation. Here by this substation we can step down the voltage, that is 132 kV to 33 kV. Again we cannot use directly to the loads by this 33 kV, because our load required voltage is 3 phase 400 volts, single phase 230 volts is more than enough. whether it is a single phase or a three phase. If it is single phase loads, we require 230 volts. If it is three phase loads, we require 400 volts. For that, again we can step down the 33 kV to 11 kV. Again we can transmit this 11 kV to the transmit again this line, three phase line. Again we can step down by this transformer. Again we can step down the 11 kV to 400 volts. So this 400 volts is utilized by the three phase consumers as well as single phase consumers. So in between the generating stations and load center, we are having three wire system. At load side, we are using three phase four wire system. Three phase means the three phases are R, Y, B, and one more line is there, that is called neutral. So R, Y, B and along with one neutral is in distribution side we are using 4 wire. So 3 phase 4 wire system. For single phase consumers we are using R and neutral. For 3 phase consumers we are using 3 phase line. So this is overview on the power system. Means that is the reason why we are transmitting the large amount of voltage through the transmission line. So this is about the AC power supply system. Next class we are going to discuss about overview about the power system 2 subject. Thank you.